party with me. I wanna get my mom everything. You wanna ride with me. Want you all just to be proud of me. I know you're working hard. Don't wanna take a break. Every second you waste, you count it up and count it up again. Counting it up and counting it up again. Yeah. I know a lot don't make it, but that doesn't really faze me. Leave it all up to me. I'm writing up all my dreams, writing up all my, pulling up to the scene, telling you what I mean, what I mean. I wanna live right. I know it's my time. Stopped at a red light. I'm trying to go. If I can't have it all, then I don't want it. If I can't have it all, then why am I trying? Why am I trying? Yeah, running you up a back, giving you this and that. I promise you the whole world, gonna give all that I have back. Asking me where I've been, taking all that you give, handing me everything, tell you I wanna live. I wanna live. Why am I? I wanna feel. Why am I? I wanna give. Why am I? Who do you do it for? What do you?
Hey y'all, welcome in. I'm sorry I'm getting started a little late, but I am here, honey, for our Monday night P-Valley talks. Let's see who is in here. I know earlier when I put up the post, we had a few people chatting with us. Hey Carrie, hey Brescia, how are you? Welcome in. Kathleen, how are you? Everyone who hasn't posted a comment yet but are watching, hi. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm so excited to talk about P-Valley. Y'all know we do All American Lives, we do Sisters Lives. We have done Bel Air in the past, and this is now a new, well, it's not a new series because it's season 2, but it's a new series for me to be talking about. Hey, Melissa. Our group chat has been so quiet, child. I've been freaking in an editing hole working on these videos that I want to drop soon. Hey, Tiffany. How are you? I am doing good. I'm hanging in there. The last few weeks have been interesting. It's a little bit slower pace. Some things have been shifting on my team. My priorities have been shifting a little bit. So it's been interesting, but I'm feeling really, really good. I've been listening to this audiobook titled The 12-Hour Work Week. No, that's not what it's called. The 12-week year. I was thinking about the 4-hour work week or whatever, 4 hour something by this other guy. But no, I've been listening to this audiobook titled The 12-Week Year. And it was inspired by me watching a YouTube video from another creator that I really enjoy. She's really, really cool. And I was like, oh, let me check this out. And it really helped me shift a few of my priorities and things. So I'm feeling really, really good. In addition to shifting the priorities, it also, I think, helped me shift some of my strategies for some of the things I'm going after. So I feel really, really good now in the last couple of weeks because I've been like a little low key. I haven't been posting as much. And that's really just because I've been in a space of like processing and trying to figure it out. But P-Valley is back and that has me hyped. Y'all know I love when I have a show that I'm really, really, really excited about. That also helps put me in a really great mood. My birthday is next week, so I'm looking forward to that. So long story short, you asked me how am I am doing well. I cannot complain. Thank you so much. This is because I have not done my hair in like forever, but my birthday next week and some of the videos that I'm working on now, I'm about to have to, so y'all are not gonna see the wrap in a few. Like, it's gonna be looks. I'm gonna be getting it together. Y'all gonna get a little bit of beat, y'all gonna get a little bit of hair. You want to get a little bit of outfits. I'm really, really excited. I think I'm gonna do a photo shoot on Friday for something too. So I'm really, really excited about that. How are y'all? Before we jump all into this, how is everyone doing? Drop into the chat and let me know how your week is starting off. How's these last few weeks been? I don't think I've gone live on YouTube since the All American finale, and child, that was a bit much. I was completely unhinged during that time. So let me know in the chat how your weeks have been. How's this weekend started for you? How are you feeling? What are you thinking about? All of that good stuff. And then also let me know what you feel about episode 2 or episode 1, because I didn't go live for episode 1, so we can throw some of the things that came up in episode 1 in here as well. This is today's your birthday? Brisha, happy birthday. Oh my God. I said I was going to put out a survey so I can get everybody in my community's birthdays and like try to put them on the calendar, and I haven't. So now you're really about to make me do that today. Like, let me add this to my list actually. Birthdays for subbies, because I've been meaning to get that. I want to kind of get alerted for certain things like that so I can shout y'all out and really have our community be a little bit more connected. If you aren't already, join my Discord, because I've been doing a lot more with Discord and working to like build out that communication platform. And I think that that's going to be like the most direct place that our community is able to chat in the immediate, like moment to moment. And I'm really looking forward to that. But I hope that your birthday was amazing. And thank you for spending part of it with me to talk about P-Valley. Oh my gosh. Like, I feel so honored. Tiffany, happy belated birthday. Are you a Taurus or are you a Gemini, Tiffany? You still haven't brought yourself to watch the finales? Okay, so if you still haven't watch Homecoming for sure. All American, I can't call it, honey. I can't call it, because I was a little bit disappointed, but you know, that's me. Y'all have my breakdown videos to be able to guide you, but I also don't want you to like spoil it for yourself, because I do want you to watch the episodes before you ever consume my breakdowns. I would love for everybody to just watch first and then have their own thoughts. But I could understand, honey, not watching the finale and protecting your peace, because it was a lot. Your week is going really well. Awesome, Carrie. I'm so excited. Kathleen, you're doing really great. Awesome. Yes, Taurus. I love Taurus so much. I only have I think like 3 Taurus friends, but it's one of my favorite signs aside from my sign. Okay, and then let me know what y'all thought about the episode. So LIL MURDA did Uncle Clifford dirty, so I don't know why he wants him. He's in love with him. What do you mean? That's why. So I guess we're gonna go ahead and jump right on into it. Y'all can feel free to comment and just let me know what your overall thoughts are for episode 2 or episode 1. Episode 2, like, both of them were fire, but episode 2 really caught me off guard. It was so much happening. I was just like, yo, this feels so amazing. Like, I love when certain episodes of television really start to skirt the lines between like film and television, because there's a certain format for TV and then there's a certain format for film. And I feel like some shows, Queen Sugar is another one that does this really, really well, where they really just kind of like, yeah, we on TV, but we gonna give you a film real quick in this episode. And I felt like that's what episode 2 was giving. Like, it was so much going on. But let's talk about some of the stuff that was going on. I want to start off talking about the auditions, because we got some new girls. Autumn was not playing when she said that she wanted to have, you know, some new girls, that Mercedes needed her Kelly and her Michelle, because Beyonce needs her Kelly and Michelle. And that introduced 3 new girls to the pink, which is Whisper, Roulette, and Big Bone. And this created like a little subplot in and of itself, just because Autumn kind of like overruling Mercedes and not wanting Big Bone to get picked, but her wanting Big Bone to get picked for all these vanity reasons. And it really just creates more tension in this underlying tone of like Autumn don't know her place and Autumn can't work as a team. And it's a little bit weird because it's like, yes, she owns the pink, so technically she has every right to do some of the things that she's doing. But then it's also like, girl, they have been doing this thing. Like, you fell off of a bus, had your ex trying to kill you and do all this extra stuff, barely knew how to twerk. You were very much so leaning into your light skin and your pretty hair when you got there so that you can go ahead and get your money up. Like, for me, at some point, I need Autumn to, like, let the experts do what the experts do. Like, Autumn knows money. Autumn knows numbers. I'm gonna need her to trust Mercedes and trust Uncle Clifford with everything else. But that could just be me because I have mentioned in my breakdown videos that I don't really care for Autumn. I don't. Like, I'm not connected to her. I don't relate to her at all. And half of the time I'm looking at her sideways. Aside from when Montavious was trying to really like take her up off this earth, I didn't really, and okay. When Montavious was trying to take her up off this earth, and then when we got to see the story about her daughter. Those are the only two times that I actually felt any type of sympathy for Haley. Other than that, I was just looking at her like, okay, and girl, like, what else is there to actually say? And clearly it's a drama, so we have to have conflict and all of that. But every episode we're getting more and more like bricks laid for this wall that's being developed between her versus everybody else. And it's like, girl, you're putting yourself in this position. And while it's not really clear of what she wants, and y'all know I'm always a person who's always looking at like, what do these characters want? Because that's when I'm like, all right, are they this close to getting it? Are they not close to getting it? What do they got to do to get it? I also can't figure out what the hell do Haley want. And I think that might also be a reason why I can't connect with her, why I don't feel sympathy for her, because I don't understand why she's doing the things she's doing. Now that Montavious is dead, she has no reason to run anymore. And then by the end of this episode, she's talking about she's always ready to run. She's making certain decisions like moving the opening date onto Uncle Clifford's birthday, which of course you didn't know about, but still you didn't say anything. And then you like having these little frenemy moments when it comes with Mercedes and like pushing back, and it's just weird. I'm just like, girl, what is it that you actually want? Do you want to be a boss at the strip club? Do you want to have these people be your family? Do you want to actually leave? Like, which one is it? You're gonna have to be a little bit clear for me because it's not clear. Tiffany says, you just don't do the person you in love with dirty. That's just my opinion. Who did that? I was talking about Haley just now. So who are you speaking about, Tiffany? Now, okay, back to the audition. So that came up, like, you know, Autumn overruling certain things. And then that whole conversation gets kind of interrupted because Corbin and Andre roll in, which is a whole other conversation. We're going to talk about that. But with the introduction of these three new girls, it's also the introduction of their new energy. Whisper, I feel like I like her already, but I'm also, I think, kind of scared about her. Roulette, I am not too sure about her. She has an attitude because she's not picked immediately. Like, she's not picked first and she's picked second. And she feels very much so like wishy-washy, like on and off. Like, she might be cool with you or she might not, and you might not never know. And I'm just like, okay, this girl's with the shits and she don't care. And then Big Mom seems like a sweetheart who just can't strip, but her body is great, so they're gonna figure it out and make it work. While we didn't get to see last season like Keyshawn and Gidget, well, we got to see Keyshawn's story. We didn't get to see Gidget's full story. I do feel like this season, as them kind of like being the replacements, it really feels like they just kind of slid Roulette and Mississippi right into Gidget and Keyshawn's spots. But I do think that we're going to get more info on these two girls than we did on, well, not necessarily Mississippi, but like Gidget. So like if Whisper is Gidget, I think that we're going to learn more about Whisper, specifically because of how they like planted things in this episode with her and the clairvoyance that she has going on. And I'm just calling it clairvoyance because I can't think of another word for it. But with her being able to speak to spirits and then them starting to introduce like the root work and the other spiritual things that are happening, I'm like, oh, okay, they're about to go really, really deep. And apparently this is like synonymous with what happened on True Blood, but I have never seen it. But so many of my mutuals are talking about that, and then I'm seeing a lot of it on Twitter. Carrie says, I think that she wants the best for them, but most of all, she wants community. But it seems like she's always come from a hustle survival mode, so she doesn't really know how to move in regards to family. So when is she going to learn? That's what I want to know. It's like you're finally in a place where you literally don't have to run. So at what point do you take a second and like just start to like look around and survey the scene and be like, all right, what am I about to do here? Because I don't know. She's not. it's not giving. She's not giving, and it's stressing me the hell out at some points. Her like cooking up this little backdoor plan to basically, if Andre comes through with the $10 million offer, to actually sell the pink. And I think that she wouldn't tell Uncle Cliff. Like, I'm just like, girl. Yeah. She scares me because, well, not scares me, but she worries me because I don't like snakes. And I don't like snakes because at some point they're going to bite you. Like you could go years and be a snake owner, but at some point that snake is going to bite you. I don't care what nobody got to say. And I think that's also a reason why I don't connect with her, or I don't allow myself to find sympathy consistently with her, because I feel like I'm also waiting for her to bite and I don't want to get too comfortable with her. You know, sometimes old habits are hard to put down. That's real. That's very real. But she's also so very quick to like start screaming on Uncle Clifford or start screaming when it comes to Mercedes. And I'm just like, girl, ain't you raising your voice? Like, not only are you moving snake like and doing certain things behind people's back, but you also raising your voice and getting all buck as if you know what you're doing. Like, do she need to get slapped? Like, what needs to happen for her to realize that these ain't the same people that you used to be with? Like, Carrie, what do you think would be something that will help her wake up? Because personally, looking at it, I feel like Mercedes throwing her out is just something that's like, okay, well, I'm ready to go anyway. I feel like that's how we got to the place by the end of the episode where she's like, I'm always ready to go. It's also because she ain't got nowhere to go. Has that happened to me in my real life? Has what happened to me specifically? You gotta clarify for me. Oh, by actual snake, no. But like people who have been snakes and I probably knew it or felt it and I still trusted them, hell yes. That has happened to me before. For sure. 100%. What are y'all's thoughts on Mississippi, on Whisper, Roulette, and Big Bone? Are y'all excited for the new girls? Do you feel like they about to bring some really dope energy, or you feel like it's gonna make everything more complicated? Like, how y'all feeling about the new girls and the audition scenes that we got to see? It's a little bit of a lag, y'all. So if y'all see me just pause, it's because I'm waiting to see if y'all have any answers before I move on. And be sure to give this video a like. Anybody got a favorite new girl? Melissa says I like the new girls. I wonder if they're going to actually bring Gidget back at all. Like, was this her like exit in last week's episode, or were they just putting pause on her? excited for the new energy in the show. I heard that Big Bone's supposed to be Diamond's new love interest, so I'm excited to see how that plays out. I hate this. Well, I don't hate it. I hate that I'm about to say this because I'm going to be real honest. But I'm excited for any other obstacle that's going to get in Mississippi's way to make her way back to Diamond. And it's not because I just want her to be like penalized, but I don't want it to be easy. Like I really just because I do believe that Diamond and Mississippi gonna wind up together. I just don't want it to be easy. After she pulled that gun on him, this ain't LIL MURDA. Like, well, also him. I don't want his stuff to be easy either, but I'm pushing for them to come back. Like, we gonna talk about them because that scene, child. But if Big Bone is gonna be, Diamond's new love interest, it is his baby mama in real life, I ain't mad at it because I'm here for whatever Keyshawn really need to see to be able to value that man, because she wasn't doing what she was supposed to be doing, okay? Melissa says roulette, even though Mercedes felt like she was calling her old. She was kind of calling her old. I can't figure out roulette's energy. Like, when she didn't get called first, she had an attitude, and then when they like come touch the pole, she just did this little random ass tap like, oh, I don't want it. And I'm just like, girl, don't do that. So I can't really figure out what roulette's energy is, and I can't be like, oh, I'm gonna like her or not, even though I love Gail. The actress who plays her is amazing. But I'm just like, roulette, girl, I got my eye on you. Big Bone is his real life love, so that's cute. Yeah, I find Whisper the most interesting so far. Yeah, me too. Yes. So I'm not mad. If Big Bone winds up becoming Diamond's little boo thing, I'm not mad at that. Ultimately, I do feel like Mississippi is going to get it together and her and Diamond are going to be together. But again, I don't want it to be something that happens very easy for her. And I hate that because she already struggling. I don't want it to seem like I just want this little black girl to just keep struggling. But that gun was some whole other stuff. Like, she could have threw herself in the middle of them. Like, anything but pulling the gun to this, like, I will never get over that visual, I don't think. So, she needs to work for his love/trust because he was trying to be there for her in the way she really needed. Yes. And she completely just flushed it down the toilet. She just said, I don't. Okay, so let's talk about some love, cause this is probably my favorite scene thus far. Y'all, LIL MURDA said, "You not answering my text messages. You have not responded to a text message in 5 months. The Pink is about to reopen. I ain't get a call to perform. I ain't even see that you like my video that's doing numbers on whatever little platform his video is posted on." LIL MURDA said, I'm finna pull up. And it's this energy for me. This is the energy that Keyshawn did not have when she took her ass to that dollar store. Okay? I do think that LIL MURDA got some more work to do. But when I tell y'all, watching this scene and seeing how, one, he interacted with Miss Ernestine, and it was just so genuine and so happy and just like so much like family, and then watching the emotional and physical transformation on his face when he saw Cliff in the mirror and knew that she could hear every single word coming out his mouth. Woo! Kotori Hall, this is some GOAT status type stuff here, ma'am. This is GOAT writing. This is, I think some woman named Barbara directed it. I think. Barbara, shout to you. Jay, Alphonse, Nicholson. Give this man his Emmys immediately. Please give him his Emmys immediately. We need them delivered ASAP. Like, y'all, the energy, the dialogue, the pacing, everything about this was just so right. And it's like, you still got some growing up to do, because last episode we definitely watched you balk back at DJ Never Scared for a second, because you was just like, well, why would I have talked to Cliff? This is why you would have talked to Cliff, baby, because you gotta love Jones. Ugh. I love stories, y'all. Even when it's like this. Even when it's like we can't figure it out, we're trying to get it together, I'm picking up or you're picking up my lived experiences, my insecurities, whatever my junk is getting in the way, or whatever your junk is getting in the way, and it's true and it's authentic and it's grounded in real love. I eat that shit up. Like, how did y'all feel about the scene? Because I just literally went on a whole gushing ass rant about it. Melissa said the scene was so beautifully acted. Yes. Okay, like, that part. So y'all feel me. I'm not overreacting or doing the absolute most. You was not expected for him to pull up. Me either. Honestly, but something told me as soon as we heard that knock on the door, I was like, that's LIL MURDA at the door. That is LIL MURDA at the door. It has to be. Because who even comes to Uncle Clifford's house? Nobody. And the way that Grandmother Ernestine got all excited, LIL MURDA, I was just like, Loretta! Everything about that scene was chef's freaking kiss. Oh my gosh. It was so good. Literally everything. And I need that energy. Like, there's just certain things that play over my brain. There's scenes from Love Jones that plays over my brain. This will be a scene that will play over and over again in my brain, and I always need this energy. Like, this is a great start, LIL MURDA. Like, you got a ways to go. You got some stuff that you got to deal with still. He's not over his whole thing about what people think or what people gonna know. It's very interesting to me to watch his character navigate this space and this journey that he's on, because at first he was like, he seemed very proud and like, I'm gonna do what I want to do, and he was one of the first ones within their relationship to be like, so we're just gonna do all this stuff in the dark. And then the moment that his career started to take off, now he's like backing back into the closet, and we all get why, right? So it's not any like judgment or lack of sympathy, because you understand why. Like, Uncle Clifford laid it out so freaking poignantly last season. It's like, they can't go out on to a picnic and have a date and be outside because they could end up dead in the river the next day. Like, that's very, very real. So we understand the danger in it. It's just, as he said at that door, he could have handled things a lot differently. And I think it's going to be up to them to come together and figure out how they both handle it differently. What does the expectations look like? How are they moving? How public are they? What is for them versus what is for everyone else? Cliff, what do you need from him to feel secure and loved and adored in this relationship? Because I think that that's a big thing, which I think we're going to watch Uncle Clifford go on that journey, because I don't know if we've seen Uncle Clifford be in love this way before. Like, last season with Mississippi, she talked about like being in an abusive relationship and really staying there because it made her feel something, but that isn't actually what I feel like is happening here with LIL MURDA. I think that this might be the first time that she's actually been like in love. So we also, I think, are going to see a journey of her figuring out some of the things that she needs to be able to communicate and know and require as they move forward. I thought that the birthday and like we're gonna get there, but the birthday and the homegirls and the Kiki and the blurting out all of the feelings, all of it was chef's kiss. Whew. Okay. And I love how Loretta is playing his grandmother's part. She really is giving me everything I need from a black grandma. Yes. Loretta is everything and giving in this character. Blind and all, just giving. Like, our icons are just unmatched. So yeah, y'all, let's look at some of the stills again. It was the touch of the door for me. Like, it was the little tap of the door because you knew she was back there like, it was you went from smiling, this Cheshire grin and doing what you gotta do, and then realizing and then getting real calm and stoic because you know what? I knew I was wrong. I was dead ass wrong. And I don't want to continue going the way that we're going. I'm here for it. This is one of my favorite ships, and they're going to get it together. And when they do, I will continue to be able to squeal every single week watching them. Like, I love watching their dates last season before everything hit the damn fan. Like, I love when LIL MURDA decked out the car. It's the effort for me. They're going to work it out. They're going to get it together. But going from there, like, let's go to Uncle Clifford's birthday, which was a vibe. Nothing but a vibe. Complete and utter vibe. What Autumn Night tried to tell Sunder, honey. Grandmother Ernestine had already had something cooking and pulled together, got all the girls, the homies together to be able to honor Uncle Clifford. And the only way that she should be honored on her 40th with this beautiful surprise party. I love the elements of like them kidnapping her. Because I really, in the trailer, I was like, oh my God, it's not like, Corbin, don't nobody got time for you and your goofiness. Are you really trying to take, and like, what are you going to do? Hold Uncle Clifford ransom until they sell the pink? Like, I was way down that rabbit hole. So for it to be for something like this, I thought it was so dope. There were so many moments. First of all, the damn party was aesthetically beautiful. Like the color, blue, light, red, light on black skin. Unmatched. Not red, pink light. Unmatched. But there were so many beats. So like I said, you know, Uncle Clifford rambling on about being bent over on a speaker and all that kind of stuff. And then basically like coming clean about LIL MURDA to, you know, her homies. Loved it. I love getting, you know, her getting checked by her homie. Like, are you happy with your life? Because I'm happy with mine. Bloop! Because every now and again we got to tell our homegirls that like we'll go to each other and we'll be complaining and we'll feel like we're in this place of suffering and we can't get together and we can't, like, nothing is working out how we want to. And it's like, well, what the hell is you going to do about it? Because I only want to sit here and listen to you complain for so long, especially if they can, like, if I can see or somebody else can see and looking at me, that I actually got power to do something about it. Go get your man, you know, stand up for whatever you want to do with the pink. Like, you 40, you ain't freaking 100. You got plenty of time to make changes that you want to make, to go after love and to be like, we ain't doing that. And I love the energy of that. Love, love, love. It was so interesting because I thought that they had literally brought LIL MURDA to the damn party. And the way that my heart dropped, the way that I was so excited, but then to find out that Uncle Clifford was just fantasizing, I was just like, oh yeah, this is a wrap. This is not going to be an option for you and LIL MURDA not to be together. You are literally seeing his face on other people's faces. You are literally now cultivating a type that is that man. Like, it's not even like, oh, you just want gangster dudes moving forward. You want LIL MURDAs and LIL MURDAs only. I thought it was brilliant and just so comedically genius how, Uncle Clifford refused to kiss the little murder light is what I called him on TikTok. But, we could go ahead and get some, needs met. I thought that was great. What did y'all think about Uncle Clifford's party? It was a great, Ella says it was a great episode. And how his eyes were glassy. Yes, Carrie. Oh my gosh. Lil Murda's eyes was glassy, honey. Was Uncle Clifford's birthday given? The outfit, the crown, the face, everything was just, for me, this was probably like my second favorite scene of the entire episode. It looks so good. What do we think about Uncle Clifford's birthday? B-Day was given. Listen, I need to save the episode because my 40th, let's go. And I think I want to be in New Orleans for it. I mean, I got some years, but the B-Day was given. Yes, completely. And there was a little pop-up cameo from Where the Money Reside. Where the Money Reside. Where the Money Reside. I really, really enjoyed this episode. Like, even that, like, adding those little beats of, like, pop culture with, like, social media viral star Zarel playing, one of the homies, and, having Patrice do a commercial where the blessings reside. Where it's just like, those are little elements that just make a show even more interesting, even more fun, and also grounds the show, like, with the audience that it hopes to captivate. Like I said, Katori, you doing a damn thing over there, honey. Period. Point blank, period. Okay. Oh, and I forgot about the Uncle Clifford cake that was shaped like Uncle Clifford. Not a freaking beat or detail was missed. Ernestine, you a bad bitch, and you did it again, honey. Period. All right. So, what else happened in this episode, y'all? We talked about the auditions. We talked about Lil Murda and that beautiful ass apology. And we talked about Uncle Clifford's birthday. Let's go ahead to Mercedes and her fall, because I can't go to Mississippi just yet. Because while I'm still trying to give Mama grace, I feel like at any moment I can rant about Mississippi, and I don't want to go there just yet. Courtney says, I was so hurt when it wasn't actually Lil Murda. I was like, who is this bootleg Murda? We don't want him. Exactly. We do not want this Lil Murda light. We need original Lil Murda. Period. Often imitated, cannot be duplicated. And that's on who? Mary and every single one of them little lambs that she pushed out. Okay. All right. So we're going to go to Mercedes and this fall. Because we knew it was coming, and we knew it was going to happen. The way that she was up here trying to compete with Roulette and Whisper, that's one thing that was confusing me about Mercedes in this episode, because Mercedes, you don't even want to strip no more, honey. And I get you taking pride in your work and you being the baddest in P-Valley. I totally understand all of that, mama. But you also knew something was wrong with your arm. And the moment that these girls started to get more cheers than you on stage, you decide to throw caution to the wind and climb your ass up this pole and start doing the most extravagant thing that you could possibly think to do. Y'all, as she's falling, I just stopped breathing. I was just like, ugh. You would have thought of somebody in real life that I knew, because I was literally like, oh my God, this girl gonna end up in a coma. Is she, like, what is about to happen? Thank God she, I guess, don't wind up with a concussion or anything. They really just had to wind up doing the root work on her. And that takes us to Diamond's house. In the trailer, I was like, this cannot be Diamond's house. I know Diamond don't live here, but now that we know that Diamond is with the he's spiritually inclined and he does root work, it makes 120% sense that this is what the hell his house looks like. So I still said I was going to do a little bit more research. Uncle Clifford is the glue holding the club together. Autumn needs to accept this, owner or not, period. I said I was going to do some more research on it. But from what we saw, it seems like now that Diamond has pulled the 7 pounds out of her arm and released that spirit, she should be fine, right? So we know next week she's going to take a little bit of break, which is why Autumn want to find, new headliners. But then she also, the end of the trailer, has her on somebody's pole doing something. I feel like they're opening up a can of worms with this, and I'm just like, I have no idea where they're going, but I also have no idea where they're going because I'm not well versed in like what's next. So like, Diamond has Montavious' ring, and that's his protection so that he can keep Montavious where he is, wherever they dispose of this body. And so if the ring is keeping some spirit away from Diamond, there was 7 pounds from the trigger pull in Mercedes' arm. Why wasn't there anything with Autumn? Unless Montavious' spirit still being in the paradise room is going to be the thing that was attached to Autumn. Like, I'm a little bit confused about that. So that's why I also, like I said, I need to do a little bit more research when it comes to all of this stuff, because I'm trying to figure out how everybody was affected that was involved. It don't feel like Uncle Clifford had anything affected. And then, well, I guess technically Diamond and Big L be fine because all they did was dispose of the body. But Uncle Clifford, Mercedes, and Autumn were in the room at the time of the death. All of that really just intrigued me a lot. And like I mentioned, some people were talking about this is very similar to True Blood. So now I kind of want to go back and watch True Blood. But I don't really got time because I got all these other things that I'm watching. What did y'all think about the exorcism of the 7 pounds, the weight of the trigger pull coming out of Mercedes' arms, and one Diamond being able to do it, the practice of it, and then like what are y'all expecting to see moving forward with that? Diamond got healing hands. With every single episode, it's just more reason of like, Mississippi, why did you choose that menacing ass white man over Diamond? Like, girl, it's not making sense. Did Mercedes pull the trigger to make the kill shot? Yes. Mercedes is the one who actually killed Montavious, which became clear to me after this scene. So when I'm sitting up there thinking like, oh, Haley gave her the money for this gym, the down payment for her new gym, because she really is just trying to cultivate this family community. She gave it to her because the girl killed the man for her. Okay, so it's basically like a hit. Got it. That also just put things into perspective a little bit more for me of like, yeah, Haley really is kind of detached from these people. Spirituality, the number 7 represents completion. Yeah. But for this is like really just the beginning. Because if y'all notice, I don't know if y'all caught it. I did mention it in my breakdown video. When Haley is back at the Pink, because that's where she's sleeping at now that Mercedes put her out, Montavious' spirit is appearing on the video footage from the Paradise Room. So his spirit is still there. And this is just the beginning. Like, this isn't complete at all. That spirit is going to do something. It's probably going to try to kill her again. Nia Love says, hey boo, welcome in. I don't know much about root work, but I thought it was interesting and in line with what they showed us last season, I think. What did they show us last season that was in line with it? I think it's dope and in line with just where they are. Like, it just brings to me a little bit more of the culture of this particular city that's placed in this particular state into, it brings more of the culture of this place into the show. Yeah, you peeped him in the camera. Ready. Like, in the camera, he was there ready. And I'm just like, ugh, how you don't die when we kill you? Like, humans are enough for me. If I gotta go up against supernatural forces, I'm gonna just go ahead and lay here and wait for you to kill me. Cause I can't do it. I'm not about to be out here fighting no ghosts. I'm not no damn Ghostbuster. Yeah, you're thinking in terms of where they live. Yeah. Like I mentioned in my breakdown video, I went to school in New Orleans. I don't know voodoo, but you know, you learn or you get exposed to quite a bit. And I believe that it's very much so real from my time living there. So this just seems like a natural progression to include this as they start to ground Chuckalisa, honestly. Especially if they're going to ground Chuckalisa as a major Mississippi city, so major that people want to put a casino there. It's like, okay, yeah. Um, right, but Diamond's necklace came from him as a Marine, though, not from. Right? Wasn't it like a shark tooth or something? I gotta go look that up, though. I'm not 100% sure about it. The man was hard to kill. Autumn had already shot his ass and left him for dead, but he keeps coming back. Yeah, he like the damn Terminator. So overall, y'all are cool with the introduction of root work, more spirituality. I know there's like mixed feelings. Like I was on the Bird app earlier, and there's mixed feelings about it. How do y'all feel about Mercedes competing with the new girls? Like I personally don't feel like she have to. Whether they get up there and spin on their neck sideways and do somersaults, it's like, girl, you will always be Mercedes. Like you have already ascended to a ranks or like in and of itself that you don't need to be competing with a bunch of new hoes. No, but Nia, I would love to know what I'm gonna go back and rewatch season one now because I didn't catch any like spiritual things then. Oh, the crystals for the okay. Yeah. I don't think that stuff though will let you know that he was into all of this. Like the fact that he's able to exercise um parts of spirits and weight out of somebody. Like, oh, Diamond is really about this life. But I definitely see what you're saying now. Mercedes should not entertain a new girl. She still got it. Those girls got up there and they said that they was fighting for their lives on that pole and they was going to make it do what it do. And it's like, as they should. This is their first night. They want to make a splash. They want to build their names. And Mercedes decided to hop in her damn insecurity bag and try to compete with them. And it's like, girl, for what? For what? And as you can see, it didn't end well for her. However, I'm glad that actually, when you think about the whole thing, I'm glad that it happened because she hadn't really spoken up about her arm. She was trying to hide it. And had none of all of this not happened, then Diamond wouldn't have known and wouldn't have been able to do anything to help her. So at least she's been freed from the shackles of that night until she walks back into the pink where Montavious' body is ready to haunt everybody. Okay, we can go ahead and talk about Haley, I guess. We can talk about Haley and Andre. I just want to make a quick note about these ending moments with them because this is also where the Montavious' spirit shows up on the cameras as she's walking to go get alcohol because she's now living in the pink because she ain't got nowhere else to go. Do y'all think that Haley actually wants Andre? because I don't know what mama wants. And it's, sorry. Like, I don't know what she wants. This moment was so inappropriate, especially given the fact that she knows that he is married. We leaving Mississippi for last because I can't. I'm not sure that I'm not gonna go on a rant for her, Melissa, but she coming, honey. She coming. You don't think she does? You think she likes attention? But there's hella men on any given night coming and gonna pay her Rihanna looking ass some attention. Why, Andre? Like, Nia says, I think she's curious, but not sure she really wants him. Leon says, I think she wants him, but he's unavailable and she's not interested in anything serious. Last season, I was like, oh, she feels safe with this man. She could actually want this man. Even after the whole computer thing, him taking pictures, doing all that. Okay, cool. And then she found out that he's whole married, and I feel like, still has similar energy, but then also isn't actually making a move. Like, this end scene, it just aggravated me. It aggravated my entire nerves. I said, y'all could have literally left this off the fucking episode because I don't need to see this. At one point, we thought that she was a damsel that needed saving. I really kind of feel like, not specifically because of her and Andre, but I feel like at some point we're going to see a shift happen, and I'm calling it now just because why the hell not? Haley is going to wind up being the villain of this season. I just feel it. Hey, Danye, welcome in. He's not giving Big D energy. He only giving Mary energy. And she's still eating it up. Nia Love says he was just comforting her. At 5 o'clock in the morning at the Pink. And they was hugging like this. He was just Now, y'all know, if you watch my All-American content, you watch my All-American Homecoming content, y'all know I'm pretty lenient when it comes to the platonic relationships and cultivating connections with the opposite sex. But Haley and Andre, that ain't it. Nothing is platonic about these two. Nobody on this green earth could convince me that what they have going on is platonic. And nice try, though, Nia. Nice try. Nice try. Armani says that Haley can't be trusted. Melissa says the rest haven't been as persistently interested. Oh, okay. Ella says that she may enjoy the idea of comfort or safety from a man, and Andre fills that space. Oh, you mean you felt like he was comforting her in general? He always trying to comfort her in general. He always trying to, like, make her feel special and wanted and needed. You have a wife. You had, like... I'm sorry. I think I'm still triggered from finding out that he had a wife last season because we did not know, and he led us down this road of like, oh, this could be something that's very fucking promising, and you meanwhile are fucking Haley at the strip club while your wife is sitting at your damn hotel room. Andre, take your dusty ass on. I'm over him too. Over him. He refuses to brush his hair. He refuses to brush his beard. I don't even know if he's washing his face. Bye. Goodbye. Haley, no, he ain't it, mama. Find somebody else. Haley, go jump on Pico's crazy ass before you continue going down this road of whatever in the hell this is with you and Andre. Like, no. Just watching Andre look at her every single time that he sees her, I'm just like, you do know you're married, right? Like, you do know that you're married. Ain't no way he was comforting her in a strip club. I'm just saying. They would have left that camera run a little bit longer. We would have seen them fucking in front of Montavious' spirit. Like, I can't. Melissa says, like you said, do you want your wife or not? Because you could just let it go. That part, I don't even know if I would be as mad as at them if he would just leave his wife. Like, you still lying to your damn wife, who happens to be a nurse and or doctor, which I haven't been able to confirm yet, putting her life on the line to be able to help people throughout COVID, and you can't even stock the refrigerator with some goddamn almond milk when she needs it. But you running up to the pink at 5 o'clock in the morning to comfort Haley? Like, y'all gotta help me make it make sense. You can't even put water and almond milk in a mini fridge in your goddamn basement where your wife has chose to quarantine, when she could have quarantined your little goofy, crusty, non-washing your ass because all you wanted to do was play the video games and sulk and feel bad about yourself because you lost your damn lover in Chuckalisa and have been quarantined back with your damn wife in your beautiful house. But you want to be at the pink comforting Haley at 5 o'clock in the morning, and you can't even refill the goddamn almond milk in the mini fridge. Andre, go to hell. Immediately. Like, immediately. Leon says, I know what parts of her want comfort. No, not it at all. I'm not sure exactly what it is, but it's not platonic. It is not platonic. The way Big L comes for her is everything to me. Yes. Nia says, I agree, not his place, but I feel like that's her interest in him. Once she gets him, she will be over him. Which makes it worse. Please free this damn nurse and or doctor from the shackles of this horrible ass marriage and your crusty ass beard, please. At least, if y'all gonna do the shenanigans, please free her. Sooner rather than later. How can he comfort her when I restart the recharge? Exactly, Courtney. How? Throw the whole man away. You couldn't even refill the almond milk? But you could run from wherever the hell you was at, going through Goddaddy's receipts about the $10,000 water bill, and come up to the pink because you know that they stay open till about 5 o'clock in the morning and comfort Haley? Carrie says it's not what these men out here like to do sometimes. Shaking my head. Hey, Tracy, welcome in. I feel like I secretly like just don't like Andre the most, but because I'm a black woman, I relate to Mississippi more, so I rant about her more. But I have some things that I want to say about Andre, but I'm gonna leave it at the don't be up at the pink at 5 o'clock in the morning comforting Haley when your ass couldn't refill the almond milk, and you also are avoiding taking your ass back to Atlanta. Now all of a sudden you the executor of the estate. Mayor Ruffin had no money. We gonna get off of Andre. Because I will be reading that man for filth. Moving on. Erica, we can't make it make sense because it makes no damn sense. It makes no sense. And it's clear. Like, it's not clear that Haley really genuinely wants him, but it's clear that Andre wants her, and it's already a problem because you have already cheated on your wife. But why continue to be ain't shit? Like, when you know better, you're supposed to do better, right? When you gonna do better, Andre? And your name is I can't. All right, let's move on to some real Negro problems, some real smoke in the city. Something that I'm still trying to figure out, y'all. I don't have all of my wits about me when it comes to this, but I'm going to try to piece it together. I think I'm going to do another video to speak specifically about the gangs that's happening in Chuckalisa, because I need to get clear before we jump into this big-ass beef, and before they start to pop a little bit of shots, I want to know why the bullets is flying, right? So Big T gets released, and Wody, he's the one who recruits him to be Lil Murda's security on tour. Now, was it just me? Or was Lil Murda happy to see him and then also very concerned? Because there's a moment where we get to see Lil Murda literally look at him like, oh, this nigga's out, like out, for real. Like, okay, what I'm finna do? And y'all know me, I'm gonna start thinking about what I feel like everybody thinking about. And I'm like, is he concerned about what Big T is gonna think if he finds out? Wody was fine because he was like, look, I don't give a damn what the hell you doing in the dark, but just don't get caught because you're gonna fuck up all of our money. It ain't the best response, but it ain't the worst response. Big T could be completely different, and if he has to be his security, then he's gonna be with him at all times. I don't know. Again, is it just me, or do y'all feel like there's something there and Lil Murda was a little bit worried? Leon said that this man right here about to be a big problem. Yeah, he's gonna be a huge problem. But not even just a problem in reference to gang stuff. Like, I feel like he's going to wind up being a problem for Lil Murda as well. And that's the concern that I have. Because again, I did my breakdown. I mean, I did my preview video, and I'm like, look, y'all gonna start shooting, that's cool. Just don't shoot nobody I care about. And I know that's not the right response to have. I get it. But that's all I got for y'all on this good Monday. Bunny. Hey, Bunny, welcome in. You think they both been down low? Is that what you mean? Down low together? Yeah, no, I definitely felt that shift in energy. It's something. It's something there. And then also I was really confused because I thought that Lil Murda was with the Lil Blue people, which again, I'm going to do some research. I'm going to make a video, so I'll be much more intelligent about these two sides when I speak on them in that video and then moving forward. But Lil Murda was with the Lil Blue people last season. And because that's what Maine is with, and that's who Pico decided to get into a fight with. Like, I'm just confused as to what is happening here. Okay, so maybe. So, Bunny, are you saying that Big T and Lil Murda might have had something, done some things together, or could he have been? Well, we don't really know Lil Murda's coming out story or his history with his sexuality. But what if we know that he's been in jail? What if he was in jail with Big T? And what if this was his first? Okay, that's taking my brain a whole other way. Like, I was thinking male chauvinist, like he ain't with that gay because you know how how they be sometimes. But if he's also like that, then could that create some type of tension? Or would Big T have some type of feeling of ownership? Oh, all of the story items is just popping in my brain. Okay, we can explore this. And then it's going to force Lil Murda to stand up for what he wants. Not just give him the choice to. Ooh, I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that at all. Yeah, I'm not mad at that at all. Leon says if he's been locked up for a minute, he might not give a damn. Oh, true. Okay. Buddy, I'm not mad at if that is the case. That opens up quite a bit of story that could be told. Honestly, that's good. Neal Love says the manager did say that it was only a one-time thing when he caught him and Uncle Cliff. Did he? I feel like he did say that, but I don't know if he meant it in that same way. I thought that he meant, by the end of that, he meant like, whatever you do, just hide it better. Because I know you're going to continue to do it. But maybe, I need to go back and watch season 1. because they're doing a really great job of bringing in elements from last season into this season. Okay, so that's where we could possibly see some tension for Big T when it comes to in Lil Murda's camp. Now, outside of it, he gonna be a part of the protection against Pico, who has clearly been plotting on Lil Murda after Lil Murda beat his ass in the pink. I mean, I guess that's just regular street, honestly. I can't get mad at Big T for for Pico for wanting revenge, because he did get his ass beat in front of everybody at the pink. Like, it's embarrassing in its normal street. But also, it's just like, sir, you really want to die behind this beatdown? Because that's what's going to happen. The trailer for next week shows like Pico was getting a little bit of a leg up, but I really feel like something about Big T ain't right, and he just not the one to go up against. So I don't know, Pico. You might need to count your days, bro. Yeah, but I'm looking forward to that. It's going to add more elements to Lil Murda's storyline with this new person coming in. Wodie's going to continue to be a support, but also a little bit of comedic relief, which is cool. But the insert of Big T into the group chat adds additional tension, has the gang affiliations being added in. So not only do I think we're going to see Lil Murda have conflict between like pursuing his career and love, but then also dealing with violence in his gang affiliation and love. That's interesting. Yes, because I think Bunny says yes because I don't think Uncle Clifford was the first male sexual experience. I agree with that 100%. Cody, I'm on live, man. I need you to stop barking. Say hi. Okay, that's gonna be interesting. I'm excited about it. Last but certainly not least, Miss Mississippi, come on down to the carpet, mama. Y'all, you would think that Mississippi was actually my kin, the way I'm disappointed in her and how I just want her to do better and I want her to get out and get safe. Like, because Lil Murda did tell Uncle Cliff that that's how he got his name. Oh, yep. And it could jeopardize the relationship that he wants with Uncle Clifford. Yep. Coley, stop licking my hand, man. All right, so Keyshawn, y'all. Keyshawn is still stuck in the house with this man, this menacing ass white man who is trying to get Diamond arrested because Diamond assaulted me unprovoked for no reason. I was just minding my business in the club, pointing out how everybody in here is a bunch of gutter Negroes. Boy, if you can't take the fastest Amtrak to hell, I'm so tired of seeing Derek, y'all. I really am. And it took me rewatching this episode because the first time I watched the episode, I was like, all right, Keyshawn, you just continuously giving me reasons to be pissed with your ass. Because there's the moment where she tells Derek about Diamond yelling at her. And I'm like, why are you giving him even more ammunition to be pissed with Diamond and try to come after Diamond? But shout out to y'all subbies. I don't remember the person's name, but somebody posted a comment on my breakdown video and said that she was using that as a diversion to try to take his attention off of her, which could make sense because she got a new black eye in this episode that we didn't get to see. So creating something for him to focus his anger on Diamond versus her totally makes sense. I also feel like in that moment she did take a chance to try to confront him about saying the whole gutter Negro thing. Which I'm like, okay, girl, so you actually are paying attention and you listening. You got a little bit of notes here. But then also like how she kind of like played Rome or brought Rome in to talk about the tour and all that. I feel like she's really trying to like lay certain pieces in place for her escape plan. So that's what I picked up on the second watch. On the first watch, I was just like, girl, why do we gotta suffer with your ass? Because basically watching you suffer with this man yelling at you and finding these damn diapers, you knew you put the diapers in there. Why in the hell didn't you go back for the diapers so that you could throw them in the trash or put them once you came back with new diapers? Oh yeah, you did come back with new diapers because you had no mask, because you went up to that goddamn dollar store and you wanted to be fake boohoo crocodile tearing and not being accountable, and Diamond had to throw your ass out. Okay, I forgot. But girl, why didn't you do something about these diapers? It's like, you know this man is fucking crazy. But then no, let's not make excuses for him going off on her. But also, like, Keyshawn, you working on a plan? I need you to work faster, honey. I need you to work faster. I need you to go back for them babies. Some people, we were talking about this in the comment section of my breakdown videos, and some people were like, oh, Keyshawn is going to have to kill Derek. And I agree, but I only feel like she will wind up killing him if he does something to them kids. And I would hate that that would be the storyline that we have to see or we're about to go through. But that's the only way that I see her actually cultivating the strength to take his life. Nia Love says, I'm riding for Miss Keyshawn. I think she has a plan. She need to get to it, because we over it. We tired of seeing these damn black eyes on her. Every single time Derek screams, I'm ready to jump through the damn screen. Like, it's just a lot. Because who the hell are you talking to, Derek? Do you see? You look like a damn... You look like it. You look like... What is that big-ass monster that be running through the woods that everybody always talks about? It's like furry. The abominable snowman, but not with snow. Like, I just... His looks is going to hell. His anger is on 5 million. Like, we could have been rid of him last season, Keyshawn. We literally would not... This would not even be a factor. Like, we could be having you go through counseling for losing your child's father. Had you stayed your ass outside the pink. I'm not even gonna say not Bigfoot. You running around here looking like Bigfoot. Thank you, Melissa. You didn't even have to, like, I'm not even gonna say don't pull the gun anymore. You should just stayed your ass outside. Didn't he tell you to wait by the car? Why didn't you stay your ass by the car and wait, Keyshawn? Tasha says Bigfoot. Tracy says werewolf. He looks like... No, my dog is cuter than him. Coley is cuter. Come here, Coley. Tell Tracy don't be... Or tell Leon don't be disrespecting you. Where you at? My dog is handsome, baby. Don't do Coley like that. Cole is a handsome summer. But yeah. He look a mess. He look a mess. He can't get no damn job. He's running around here stalking her on Instagram. Keyshawn got a plan. Keyshawn got a plan. Keyshawn got a plan. Keyshawn got a plan. But if she do, y'all, it's a very skimpy ass plan. And personally, I feel like whatever plan she has, she's going to have to involve other people. So she needs to get on her goddamn apology tour and get to making her damn rounds. Because if she's going to plot this escape, she's not going to be able to do it by herself. I don't know. What are y'all thoughts? Actually, Neal, what do you think her plan is? Melissa says, if her and Diamond being cool is how we get him back, then we need them to be cool because we need Diamond there. I don't know how Diamond gonna get back to the pink. Or maybe he gonna have to come to get Montavious' spirit out. Uncle Clifford gonna call him once he finds out about it. Anybody got any thoughts, predictions, theories on what the hell Keyshawn's plan is? Now that she done ruined plan A. Hey, Daphne. Until I actually see she has a plan, I'm over Miss Keyshawn. You can see Haley shooting his ass at the end of the season. I don't see Haley killing anybody for anybody. But maybe. I mean, clearly the one to go to is Mercedes. Give Mercedes a gun and point her this way. She's already took care of one abusive ex. Well, actually, no. Mercedes would probably never do that because the last person who tried to whoop his ass and kill him, you pulled a gun on. So no. Now that I don't know, he has to get sent away or something. Listen, at first, before we knew about the root work and all the stuff, the spirituality things that Diamond is into, I saw the trailer and I was like, oh, well, maybe he keeping that for like evidence purposes. That could be something. But y'all, I went totally to power, honey. They could plant that damn rig on Montavious. I mean, on Derek and put Montavious' body on him and yeah, send his ass up the river. Okay. I mean, he already trying to get Diamond arrested. So ridiculous. We holding out a little bit of hope. I'm still kind of over Keyshawn, but I'm also holding out hope because I saw little Easter eggs of a potential plan that she is plotting and putting into place. What else are y'all's thoughts of the episode? Because that was everything that I had that I wanted to speak on in notes in this episode on this live. But I would love to get all the rest of y'all's thoughts. So drop them now. And what do we rate the episode? We typically do that on lives with the other shows. So what rating are you giving episode number 2? Nia says, I want Diamond and Keyshawn to make their way back to each other this season. She needs to come and get her kids. She needs to get her kids. Or the kids need to go with her mama while she gone or something. Melissa gives it a 9 out of 10. What are y'all rating the episode out of 10? And who's your favorite character as of right now in the series? I think y'all could already tell who mine is. I'll tell y'all what my rating is and who my favorite character is once more of y'all let me know yours. Nia gives it an 8 out of 10. Daphne gives it an 8.5. Okay. It's still up there. I mentioned this, I think, in my breakdown, but I gave it a 10 out of 10, y'all. And right now, my favorite character is Uncle Clifford. She's used some of her Instagram money to hire a hitman and bye-bye Derek. Hello? Does she have any family, though? I think that's why he's able to have her in such a hold. Nia, she has her mom. So remember when she bought the baby to the Pink last season when she, when he beat her? And she was like, the other one is with my mom. But at the time, she was nursing the baby, so she had to come with her. So she do have her mom. Melissa says Uncle Clifford and Miss Ernestine. Yes. Tasha says 9 out of 10. LIL MURDA and Miss Ernestine. Yeah. So their part of the scene is like also top tier too because their chemistry and like how they played off of each other was so beautiful. Yes. Okay. So everybody's in agreement that this was a really, really great episode. I love it. Hopefully I was totally late this up today, y'all. So I'm so sorry, but I'm going to try to do better. Or maybe I'll push it to 4:30. We're going to go live every Monday to talk about P-Valley and debrief on what we saw over the weekend with the most recent episode. I also will have my breakdown videos and my preview videos on the channel. I am going to do a gang affiliated video. I also want to do a video about LIL MURDA and Uncle Clifford specifically and their love story. So look out for those videos. If you are new here, I know there's a few people who have been new to my lives and it's so great seeing y'all in the live chat today. Thank you so much for chatting with me. But if you're new, hit that subscribe button and give this video a like for me, pretty please. Nia says, Miss Ernestine is my fave. Yes. Thank y'all again so much for joining me. And I will see y'all on my next live or my next video or on social, because y'all should be following me at ericavane.com for my more live in the moments, my reactions as I'm watching different things, getting y'all's opinions about different things at ericavane.com on IG, Twitter, TikTok, and Facebook. See y'all in the next one.